All right, so almost at Crater Lake Village. Where I only got 8 miles to go, thank God. Because like last 2 days, I've been like really hauling ass. think I've been doing like 25 plus mile days. So yeah, just like really defeated, especially because like with all the mosquitoes and like. I mean, I guess I've had like a couple like lake bass or whatever you want to call them, but still, I haven't been able to do laundry since like before Sisters when I stopped at that one youth camp. And I'm even told I stopped to a couple hikers. Well, hopefully they're wrong, but the first couple I was saying like, yeah, they had showers and laundry, but then the last one I talked to is just like, no, they just have showers. And I mean, if that's the case, I'll just have to do what I can and just like clean my clothes in the shower and wring them out as best I can. Because yeah, everything's just like super dirty. And also, I'm just like really jealous. Like I don't know how they do it, but like all the girls on the trail I meet, they all have like nice and neat like hair. Like it's not like greasy. And I'm just like, I don't know. Is there like some like hidden hair technique they know that I just like don't? Like my hair's like shit. Let me show you the fucking disaster that is my hair. It's just like the worst thing ever. It's just like so goddamn greasy. And I'm like doing the best I can to like keep it clean, but it just don't fucking matter. But yeah, so excited to get to uh, Clear Lake Village just because like resupply, but also I'm told they have like a buffet for $20. So I only got 8 miles to go, and it's like not even 7 yet, and it starts at 7, so I should have a whole hour of buffet time. Um, I'm hoping, assuming I can find enough. But even if not, like they also have like lunch, like pizza and the burgers I've actually been like craving for like so long. But yeah, it turns out I even might do this trip a little bit different because like yesterday I was talking to this girl. Her name was her Jeannie, and I've actually met two southbounders who are actually going north. Um, but yeah, so it looks like I can't remember where she started. I think somewhere in like California, and she was from Taiwan, and then was going northern terminus, and she was gonna flip around, go back to where she was, walk south. But yeah, she's talking to me. It's like, yeah, you should probably do like Washington right after Oregon, just because like that'd be better weather. Because when I plan on doing it in September, it might be like a little bit rainy. So I might actually do that, but I won't have much time to like. I got too much time to think about it because like once I get done with Crater Lake, I'll do like I'll be halfway done with Section C, and like in Oregon, all I have left is Section C and Section B. And for whatever reason, there's no Section A because after B, there's literally only not even, it might be 7 miles before you get into like, oh my God, California is like California. So yeah, I guess whenever I get to Ashland or whatever, I gotta quickly see and see if that's even affordable. For all I know, like tickets might cost like $1,000. In that case, I just got to keep like going south. Um, I don't know. Maybe there's some kind of bus that take me to Seattle, and then I need some ride to get to like Hart's Pass. I'm not sure. Like, there's a lot of things that I don't know. But I figured I might as well take her advice because I mean, I do not actually have as much like planning on this. Because honestly, the only reason I started in Oregon and now Washington like I want is because when me and Caleb were in like oh my god, I can't even remember that name of the one camp, the national Banff. We're in Banff, and we're drinking at a bar or whatever. I got some random targeted like news thing is just like some, and the news article is just some woman complaining about how much snow there was in Washington this year going southbound on the PCT. And that's the only reason. If I wouldn't have got that random ass, um, news article, I would have. Oh man, I'd probably be dead honestly because I'd get to Vancouver, like sneak my way across the border, only to realize there's way too much snow and I can't get through to my resupply. And my only, and if that happened, like my only option would be to turn around, sneak my way back into Canada with my tail between my legs, and like go back to Vancouver. So I don't know. So yeah, I guess I got really lucky with that. But so I might do that because that would be my best option for actually doing the whole PCT. Because time wise, right now, if I continue on my current plan, I'm not sure if I'd get done in time with the Sierras to go back up and do Washington. So yeah, see what else is going on. And not much. I'm just like really hungry and tired. Oh my god, that my whole like body's like destroyed. Like every step is like literally pain right now. Like I have so many like blisters on my feet. They still haven't like fully toughened up. Like honestly, I'll probably have to get new shoes because like yeah, let's see. I've already done. Wow, it's already kind of crazy to think I've already done around like close to 400 miles in Oregon. But yeah, my shoes get around like 600 miles on them, and just like Oregon has not been kind to them with all like the mountains, and they're like getting like shredded. So might have to get something before Washington or California. I'm not sure. God, shoes are so expensive though. Mm, but yeah, I suppose. So hopefully today's fairly easy. It should be very pretty at least, because I mean I got like the Crater Lake, so I plan on taking a couple stops like that, and just like viewing it or whatever. So it should be very pretty. Um, and then yeah, resupply. Like I have all day to like dick around town, like get postcards, mail them out. I hate you goddamn mosquitoes so fucking much. Um, and then yeah, and then move on my way, and hopefully I'll feel a lot better after I have like I plan on eating all day. Like hopefully, yeah, I should be able to make that breakfast, and then I should definitely be able to have like a lunch there too. So I'm gonna try to eat like 6,000 calories before I even leave. Because that's the one thing. I don't think I can ever pack enough food. Like it's not like I can weigh myself, but I'm always hungry. Um, yeah. So I suppose that's about it for now. So anyway, I had quite the wild day, wild day today. I'm at Mazama Village. Um, all right, so it started off like I woke up pretty early, like 5:50, and I started like packing up my tent and stuff because like yesterday, like I was told, there's at Crater Lake Village, there is like a breakfast buffet. It's from 7 to 10 o'clock, and just like I'm like at this point, like in the morning, I'm out of food, like so I didn't have oatmeal. I didn't even have my morning coffee. I just like grabbed my stuff, threw it together, and like started like hiking like a madman, like a man possessed. Like I didn't have to go that far, only like 9 miles, but that like rim trail or whatever is not very flat, like a lot of very steep inclines. It slowed me down a lot. But anyway, so I'm just like trying to hold my ass like the whole time, just like my feet, like my whole everything on my legs just like hurts and just so oh man, so I'm just trying to make it. All I'm thinking about is like eggs and sausage and pancakes and any other kind of breakfast food they might have there. Maybe hash browns. Well, that sounds good right now. Um, but anyway, of course, I don't make it. Like I'm running. I don't even stop to talk. Like I met like a couple northbounders, even though it was pretty early in the morning. They're all trying to talk to me about like fucking water caches. Like and I'm just like, I'm sorry, I don't have time to help you right now. And just like I book it. Like I'm not even walking fast. I mean, I'm literally running when I meet these people. And like I'm drenched in sweat even more than normally when I'm doing this running, just because it's so hot and just like I I want that breakfast. I want that breakfast more than you want to breathe right now. So anyway, obviously I don't make it in time. I'm about like 5 minutes too late for the breakfast buffet, and I am so close to tears. Like you don't know. I'm so sad. So as my consolation prize, I had to go to like the gift shop and buy an overpriced turkey sandwich and like a yogurt. And I just eat it in total silence, just so upset with myself that I wasn't able to go fast enough to get my breakfast. But yeah, so I do all that, and then that's the Crater Lake Village, and I want to go to Mazama, which is not too far away, about 5 mile hike, but it's like a really um, steep decline. And honestly, like the last 3 days have been like whooping my ass. I'm just like, I'm just gonna try to get a hitch, and I got really lucky, and I got a hitch within like a half hour. I am very lucky with my hitches actually so far, and so I get that. It actually turned out as a worker who I guess was catering the breakfast. So that's what we were talking about. Apparently, it wouldn't have mattered even if I made it in time, because like the last half hour, they like ran out of eggs, ran out of orange juice. Like apparently, like I guess the what would you call it? Oh my god, the preparation team or whatever didn't do good enough job or whatever, so they were actually short a lot of things. So it turns out even if I would have made it like 20 minutes before close, there wouldn't have been anything for me anyway, so it wasn't a huge loss, I guess. So we were just like talking about that the whole time, like PCT trip. And yeah, so it was super nice. She picked me up and then she dropped me off, and then I get here, I start like charging all my stuff, and then like I'm just like happy because I'm getting like I got my package. My parents, they sent me like a bunch of dehydrated meals and just like food, like to like resupply. I mean, I could have resupplied here, but it's like a lot of places are just like super expensive. Um, so I had that, and this guy gave like guy came around. I don't even think he was a trailing. He was just like, "Hey, you guys want this pizza? I'm not gonna be able to finish it." And I'm like, "Hell yeah!" And I had like 3 slices of that. So I guess that's like the universe's way of just like saying, "Hey, I know I've been kicking you in the balls like last 3 days in a row, but here's 3 slices of pizza. We're even now." So I can't wait till the universe starts, giving me some good gut punches again, because that'll be real soon. Uh, so yeah, I got the free food, charged all my stuff, like resupplied. So I mean, that's also the worst part about resupplying, is just like my bag is just so heavy now of just like food and water. So next couple of days will kind of suck carrying all that, but that's a good thing. I don't have to worry about food. And then yeah, I guess I've just been like chilling here all day. I got like this beer that tastes horrible, but it got like a really cool like design or whatever. I like that like sea serpent. And it's like 8% too, so like anybody knows me, like I don't need one of these to have like a good time. Um, but yeah, I actually ran into some southbounders too, like that are actually going south instead of north, like a bunch of fucking idiots. So I just I've been talking to them, and like one of them names fucking Whippets, and well, if you know, you know. So he actually has like the craziest luxury item. He has a goddamn guitar. He carries around a guitar and a harmonica on this trail. So I don't know if I'll bump into him again, but that's nuts. I wouldn't carry around that much extra weight. Um, so yeah, I guess overall today's I guess kind of a Nero because I only did about 8, but I skipped about 5 miles on the trail just because I got a hitch to muzzle mount because I'm a lazy bitch today. But I suppose that's about it. It's pretty good right now because I'm clean. I actually took a shower and was able to wash my clothes. And by washing and doing laundry, I mean like I took them in the shower with me and I rinsed all like the nasty salt off of them. So they don't smell good, but you know they are no longer able to stand on their own, and you know that's got to count for something. And well, I think that's about it really. Oh man. Oh fuck. All right, it's basically my last little bit in section C. I literally only have like 3.5 miles, and I'm done with that. Then after that, I only have section B, which is only like 51 miles, and then I'm in Ashland, Oregon. It's pretty much done. So it's pretty crazy. I've gone that far because if you do all of Oregon, it's like I want to say like 500 miles, maybe a little over 500 miles. And I did that in like it's been like 3 weeks. Like I also can't believe I've been in the woods for like 3 weeks. Jesus. Anyway, I desperately need new shoes. They're just like they're just like destroyed. But anyway, I guess I mostly made this just to have what final thoughts because there's quite a few things that happened. Anyway, continuing on, when I was in Mazama Village, well, it wasn't yesterday, the day before yesterday. Like it was like nighttime. We actually got some like firewood. Um, oh my, obviously we had a fire, but then these three other hikers that came by, apparently they weren't doing like the PCT, but they went fishing in Crater Lake and they caught like a bunch of rainbow trout because apparently for whatever reason the U.S. government stocks Crater Lake with rainbow trout and I can't remember what other kind of fish. But anyway, I guess there's only one trail and one way to get down there, and then you're not even allowed to use boats or anything. But so yeah, they did that, and we had like this big old like fish fry kind of thing. It was really cool. Um, Also, Whippets. I think I mentioned him earlier, but he was talking to another hiker, like Autograph, and and he wanted to know what kind of stuff like Whippets had, and like Whippets like goes to his stuff, and like he grabbed. He says, "Yeah, I got some shrooms," and like I thought maybe just be like one or two. This guy literally had like a, it had to be at least a pound of shrooms. It's just this massive bag. I'm like, Jesus Christ! Like so Whippets not only is carrying around like a guitar, um, on top of the guitar weight, he also has a pound of shrooms, and like he had weed, but apparently a squirrel or chipmunk stole it from him because like one of his like food bags has been eaten into. So I think Whippets is the kind of guy where I don't even. He probably does not even remember the last time he was sober. Um, anyway, I didn't take any shrooms. I was just happy with the beers that I had. But yeah, like a lot of people were just like tripping eating those fish. Though it was kind of funny. But then, yeah, one of the guys that went like fishing or whatever, his name was just like T. Like honestly, I swear to God, like if you've ever seen like Wild Boys, God, that's an old show, but he looked exactly like the naturalist, like biologist or whatever, is it like showing like Steve-O and all the guys like these animals before they're like just fucked with them. Um, but yeah, he was a real cool dude. But then let's see, after that, so that was essentially everything that happened in Mazama. Then after that, I went all the way to Cliff Lake. It's just a really tiny one I picked out, but it was like really pretty. But like on the way there, like apparently Whippets and his one buddy, God, I can't remember his name, is like not peg leg, is something to do with his goddamn trekking poles. Anyway, I can't think of it off the top of my head right now. But so it was weird. I kept running into them because they were both going southbound too, and it's just like it's like the only time I've ever like normally I just see a face once and never see him again. But they left a lot earlier than me. But um, they also smoked weed, so I had to wait till 9 for the convenience store to open because they didn't have coffee. So I had to buy like a bunch of like energy drinks just so I could have my caffeine in like the morning. So I'm carrying a bunch of extra weight just in like Red Bull and Monster cans. Oh God, leaving Mazam on my bag was so heavy. But anyway, I caught them pretty quickly because they're moving real slow. But yeah, we kept on bumping each other because like I'd get ahead of them. Then eventually I'd find a nice plot. I'd stop and take a snack, and they'd catch me, and then they'd do the same, and I'd pass them up. And then yeah, later that day, it kind of pissed me off too. So when I was at Mazama, I mailed a bunch of stuff home just to get rid of some weight, some stuff I wasn't using, hadn't used the entire time I've been out here. So I sent back my rain jacket. You probably already know where the story is going, but so that day we're just like walking, and then all of a sudden, like you can hear like thunder just off in the distance, and it's getting like louder and like louder. I'm just like, really, really? I send my rain jacket back, and the second I do, it starts pouring. So that was fun. And it also rained, yeah, that first day, and also thunderstorm and rain the second day, too. So hopefully I don't get any rain today. But you know what? I think that'd be a sacrifice. I'd do that for the West Coast if, like, I filled up their aquifers and ended the drought. Like, if me just not having a rain jacket would just solve the problems because of irony or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, but yesterday was actually really nice because I had the Cliff Lake. Like, it's a really nice alpine lake, just like surrounded on essentially like half the size just by like tall ass cliffs and mountains. So that was like pretty to wake up to. And also, like, I guess because of the rain, like when I was walking in the morning, like everything was like super, it smelled like really, what would you even call it? Like evergreeny? I don't know. It smelled really fucking good. So it was just like nice, like the first hour, just like walking, just because it's like all the smells and like the sights was just like it was really nice. And then not even a mile away, like you get on top of the cliffs, I mean mountains that were overlooking like the lake, and then you have like I had a huge like 360 view of just like everything around for miles. But yeah, so that was nice. Nothing super interesting happened till like later in the day. Like I met my first bear. It scared the shit out of me. Um, because I was just like walking. I try to do my best to like look on the like look ahead and like to the sides or whatever. Because a lot of people, I feel like I surprise them and shock them like so much. Not because like I'm, you know, wearing like an olive drab thing and I'm like not that colorful, but just because most people I feel like always like looking at their feet. Like they don't like ever like look around them while they're on their hike. Um, but yeah, like this bear, I guess, was just like watching me until I got literally, I'd say I must have been 10 feet. I was not very far at all. And then all of a sudden, I guess it got scared and spooked. So, and then it just like barreled off away from like the trail, like was crushing like all these small trees. Like it wasn't even like that small of a bear. Like for a black bear, that had to be like on the larger side. And so yeah, that happened. And then I keep walking. I meet like more northbounders, and I'm just like, "Hey, there's a bear." But then I start getting like annoyed because one, there's so many, and two, like it's always me just stepping off the side so they can go on the trails. Like they never step off the side, even when I'm going like uphill, and I have the right of way. Like they won't step aside, so I just stopped. Eventually, after like the second person, I just stopped warning them about the bear. It's just like whatever the bear happens, it happens. Like you deserve it. And then yeah, I get to my camp. I have like a nice little Freya lake. So this is a pain to walk to, but it's just like a little off the trail. But it's not as pretty as Cliff Lake. But you know, I got water. I also got a fire pit too. But I'm always so tired. Even though everything's set up, like I got the rocks are there. Like they even got like wood in there ready to burn. They even have another pile of extra wood to burn. And it's just like I had it like essentially everything except like some butler to light it on fire, and just I still don't have one. I almost never have campfires. I'm just always so tired. I just come back, set up my tent, eat my dinner. I just like lay down and pass out. And then yeah, I had two events last night that just also scared me. Like, and you hear some weird noises in the middle of the night in the woods. But one of them, I'm pretty sure was like some had to be some like what would you call it, like a bull elk, or maybe like a God, what do you call male deer, like a a bull deer? I don't know. Anyway, I could tell it definitely had like hooves, but it was just like snorting. And I'm like looking around this area now at like the daytime, and like it had to be within like, I mean, between me and like that lake, there's literally like 150 feet. So that guy had to be closer than that. He's probably within like 50 feet. He's just like snorting so loud and making so much noise around here. So I'm really worried because I never sleep with like my rain cover on. Because besides the other 2 days, like it's never like really rained. So that allows me like really pretty like look at them. But yeah, it's just like really worried come by and just sort of like stomp the shit out of me just because like there's that tent provides literally zero protection against like anything. And then I'd be essentially just trapped in a garbage bag while this deer just beats the ever living shit out of me. And then the other thing that happened was somewhere fairly close by, some tree had to just like fall over because it was like the loudest crack and slap I've heard. So hopefully, like a hiker didn't get crushed. It's also one of like the fears. Like that's one of the ways I don't want to die in like the woods. Like I don't want some random tree just like falling on me and crushing me to death. Because that just sounds so lame. Fucking killed by a tree. But yeah, so yeah, I'm slowly learning all the animal noises that they make at night. And then besides that, I guess my only real thought is just like, uh, I don't know. You'd think I'd be like alone and have like so much solitude out here, but honestly, I don't think I've ever gone more than an hour or two without running or bumping into something. I mean, this is fine. Like when I go to like the town like Mazama or like resupply towns, like I expect to like run into a bunch of like PCT hikers or whatever, but just like, oh my God, the number of like northbounders, it's insane. It's like I think like not tonight because I was actually camping solo, but like the other 4 nights or maybe even 5 nights before this. So like there's plenty other people just around. Like keep in mind, I'm also in like the middle of nowhere. It's not like some place where like a day hiker anyone could get to easily. Um, so you'd think I'd have like more solitude, but I really don't. But I mean, eventually I'll just get past the bubble and I won't see them at all. Definitely, I won't run into any in September, but it's looking really good that I'm actually gonna go to like Washington and do that because it makes the most sense. So I'll probably go to Seattle, and that's where I'll get new shoes and some more stuff. God, man, this is a long video. I'm really sorry, but I think that's about it, really. So yeah, Section C is done. I'm not even sure if I'll do anything for what Section B is like 50 miles, and I doubt anything interesting will happen. Like no real big supplies. Maybe I'll make a video, maybe it won't. Or maybe I'll just make this part of it, just because this is so long, and I felt I already took so many videos at Crater Lake and Mazama Village. It's just like, no one's gonna want to watch a half goddamn hour of me just like talking. Oh well.